Welcome back, everyone, to our recap video of the 2020 PGA Championship. I am here with our champion, Paul Scott. Paul, this was a great tournament. You got your third overall fantasy win that put you atop of the all-time leaderboard. And listen, you won at 18 under. You won by one stroke over some heated competition. And how are you feeling right now?
I feel great, Matt. I mean, to beat my father and father-in-law by one stroke, I mean, it feels good. It was a tough win. You know, I'd like to say I worked hard, but I really didn't do anything besides sit down on the couch and watch. But it was a great win.
Now,
It feels great.
That's the beauty of fantasy, is you sit on the couch and watch. Now, Paul, you were watching. Tony Finau had about a 30-foot birdie putt on 18. He rolled within inches of the cup. Were you watching that? And what were your feelings as you were watching it?
I did watch it. I was very, very nervous. I mean, going into it, I mean, he's not going to make this. But as it got closer, I got more nervous, held my breath for a second, and it didn't go in. Thank the Lord there to give me the win. But I was also really nervous on Jason Day's par sand save there at the end. He had like an 8-footer. I know he's a good putter, but still a little nerve-wracking, but got the job done.
So Jay rolled in an 8-footer on 18 to give Paul the lead, and then Finau's putt missed. Would have given Al Scott the win on 18, so it came right down to the wire. Paul, you remember when Tiger Woods won his own tournament back in 2009 and presented the trophy to himself? Do you feel a little bit like that right now?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would if we actually had a real trophy, but since we don't, you know, I can't really do that. But I definitely feel good about it for sure. I'm okay with it. I'll take it.
You know what? A win's a win. So, Paul, we did some predictions on Saturday morning. Let's recap those. You know, what do you think about your predictions that you made?
You know, I was a little off, which is okay. I had JT shooting as the low round 64. It didn't happen. He was really looking good for a while. I think he was 4 under through 8. Yep. It kind of fell apart on the back 9. Shot a 68. I also had Spieth shooting a 67, which he had the high round of the day with the 73. So I was a little off with those predictions, but that's okay.
Okay, it happens to the best. You know, I predicted that Ryan Mazer was going to overtake you on the leaderboard, and he did on Sunday with a 6 under from Ryan Palmer, but his lead didn't hold long enough as you came back for the win.
That's good. I'll take that. I'm glad you're wrong. Glad you're wrong.
Paul, what about those rookies?
Yeah, so I mean, just looking at those, we kind of gave some of those rookies a little hard time. You know, the welcome to the big leagues moment with Joe Green, Stevie Thomas Sr., and a few other guys. But I mean, Joe was super impressive, hopping all the way up to T8 there with Ben On's low round with the -6, and Joe was the lowest guy within Saturday and Sunday on the weekend there, shooting 10 under. So I mean, shout out! We really motivated Joe there, Matt. I mean, he really got his guys going. He must have had a little group message with Ben on there going on in the caddy, really getting them going. Very impressed.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do. Also, shout out to Zach Ryder. Zach also popped up to T8, looking really good with picking Scotty Scheffler. I mean, wow, props to him. I mean, I wasn't feeling that, but good for him. Yeah. It worked out. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We want to say thank you to all those who played for the first time. We hope you really to those returning players here as well. I want to give a shout out, thank you to my brother-in-law, Steve, who helped all of our spreadsheet work. You know, he's the behind-the-scenes guy doing all the things. That final leaderboard that you see Sunday is produced by him. So we thank you for that. We also want to let everyone know that we have a tiebreaker system in place with 28 golfers this tournament. We said, hey, listen, we need to create some tiebreakers. So we talked through that this week. And the final leaderboard that you saw on Sunday reflected all of those tiebreakers, even if your scores were the same. So we want to let you know that that's in place and active for tournaments going forward. Now, Paul, give us a preview for the next major championship that we have coming up.
Yeah, so our next one's going to be on September 17th. It's going to be at Winged Foot Golf Club in New York. The last time it was played there, it was won by Jeff Ogilvy in 2006, and he shot a +5. So maybe start researching, start really getting some guys who can really grind out some low scores. I'm not quite sure if they've done a lot of changes to the course since then, but I would start looking into it. Just a fun fact, especially sometimes these U.S. Opens can get a little rough. Kirsten Scott in 2018 won with a score of -6. So, I mean, when you compare that to the tournament we just had, when I think -6, Matt, that was near the bottom of the barrel for this tournament, and I won with -18. So, I mean, it just shows you how some of these U.S. Opens can be really tough.
So pick your team wisely, everyone.
Pick it wisely. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a wonderful day, and so long.